Ever wondered how one faith grew from a small, persecuted sect in the heart of the Roman Empire to a global institution with over 1 billion followers? How did the Roman Catholic Church become one of the most powerful and enduring organizations in human history? Today, we're embarking on an epic journey back in time to uncover the incredible story of its rise. From secret gatherings in catacombs to the halls of imperial power, this is a tale of faith, politics, and perseverance that shaped the course of Western civilization. So, grab your virtual passport and let's travel back to ancient Rome. Our story begins not with grandeur, but with persecution. In the first few centuries after Christ, Christians were a minority group within the vast Roman Empire. Their refusal to worship the Roman gods and the emperor was seen as defiance, leading to waves of intense and often brutal persecution. Imagine living in a time where practicing your faith could cost you your property, your freedom, or even your life. Christians met in secret, in private homes and underground catacombs, sharing their beliefs and rituals away from prying eyes. Yet, despite the danger, the faith spread. Its message of hope, salvation, and equality for all, including slaves and women, resonated deeply with many people across the empire. It was through the courage of these early believers and the compelling nature of their message that the seeds of the church were sown in the most hostile of soils. Then, in the early 4th century, everything changed. A Roman general named Constantine was marching to a pivotal battle when he reportedly saw a vision of a Christian symbol in the sky, with the words, "In this sign you shall conquer." He ordered his soldiers to paint the symbol on their shields, went on to win the battle, and became the sole emperor of Rome. This moment was a monumental turning point. In 313 AD, Constantine issued the Edict of Milan, which granted religious tolerance throughout the empire. For the first time, Christianity was not only legal but was now favored by the emperor himself. Constantine showered the church with land, wealth, and privileges. He funded the construction of magnificent basilicas, like the original St. Peter's in Rome, and elevated bishops to positions of honor. The faith that had once hidden in the shadows was now stepping into the full light of imperial patronage. With the emperor's backing, the church began to organize and structure itself in a more formal way, mirroring the administrative structure of the Roman Empire itself. The empire was divided into provinces, and the church established dioceses that often corresponded to these geographic boundaries. Bishops, who were leaders of the Christian communities in major cities, grew in prominence. Among these, the Bishop of Rome held a special position. Why Rome? Because it was the capital of the empire, and more importantly, it was believed that the Apostle Peter, whom Jesus called the rock upon which he would build his church, had been martyred and buried there. This connection to Peter, the first pope, gave the Bishop of Rome a unique claim to authority, known as Petrine supremacy. As the centuries passed, this claim would become central to the identity of the Roman Catholic Church. As the political power of the Western Roman Empire began to crumble in the 5th century, something remarkable happened. While barbarian invasions toppled emperors and threw society into chaos, the church remained standing. In many ways, it stepped into the power vacuum left by the collapsing empire. Bishops like Pope Leo the Great became not just spiritual leaders, but also political negotiators and administrators, protecting cities and providing for the populace. The church preserved the knowledge and learning of the ancient world, with monks in monasteries painstakingly copying manuscripts of philosophy, science, and literature alongside the scriptures. In this dark age, the monasteries became beacons of light and stability. The church was no longer just a religious institution. It was the bedrock of a new, emerging European civilization. The alliance between the church and secular rulers grew even stronger. In the year 800 AD, on Christmas Day, a truly historic event took place in Rome. Pope Leo III crowned Charlemagne, the powerful king of the Franks, as the new emperor of the Romans. This act was profoundly symbolic. It signified a fusion of Germanic royal power with the authority of the Roman Church. It established the idea of a unified Christian kingdom, or Christendom, where the Pope and the Emperor were seen as the two pillars of society. This partnership, though often fraught with tension and power struggles, would define the political landscape of Europe for centuries. The Church now had the military and political backing of the most powerful rulers in Europe. solidifying its position at the very center of medieval life. Over the next few centuries, the influence of the Roman Catholic Church reached its zenith. It was the heart of medieval society. The Pope could command kings, launch crusades, and excommunicate those who defied him, effectively cutting them off from both the Church and society. The Church was the largest landowner in Europe, and its laws, known as canon law, governed everything from marriage and inheritance to crime and punishment. Magnificent cathedrals, wonders of engineering and art, soared towards the heavens in every major city, a testament to the Church's power and the deep faith of the people. From the humblest peasant to the mightiest king, everyone's life was shaped by the Church's doctrines, its calendar of feasts and fasts, and its promise of eternal salvation. Of course, this immense power also led to challenges and internal conflicts. The period known as the Great Schism in 1054 saw a formal split between the Roman Catholic Church in the West and the Eastern Orthodox Church in the East, a division that persists to this day. Later, movements arose questioning the Church's wealth and authority, culminating in the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century, which would again fracture the Christian world. But that is a story for another time. The rise of the Roman Catholic Church from a small, persecuted Jewish sect to a dominant world power is a story of incredible transformation. It's a complex narrative of unwavering faith, brilliant political maneuvering, and a profound ability to adapt and endure through the rise and fall of empires. It shaped not only the spiritual beliefs, but also the laws, art, music, and very identity of Western civilization. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour through 1,000 years of history. The story of the Church's rise is a testament to how ideas and institutions can shape the world in profound and lasting ways. What part of this history did you find most fascinating? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me on this historical journey today. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more epic stories from the past, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.